Welcome to JC30 channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to keep you updated on my latest post. LeBron James says he's going to need to be very honest about his body during restart. As LeBron James stood in front of a camera before an interview over Zoom on Tuesday, he said he wanted a shorter chair so that he could ice his feet as he talked to reporters. He was brought a wide chair with large armrests that had a red velvet design on its back from the lobby. A reporter said it looked as though he were sitting on a throne. "It's absolutely not," James said, laughing. "It's one of these hallway chairs that everybody sits in. Nothing is as glamorous as it seems in the NBA bubble at Walt Disney World near Orlando." The Lakers, who are atop the Western Conference with a record of 49-14, are 2 days away from playing in their first game of the resumed NBA season against the second-place Clippers 44-20. But without sold-out crowds of nearly 20,000 people in attendance, games will feel hauntingly quiet.
It was like it's a restart. It's like I'm restarting the engine. You're right. My body was wondering what was going on because I was right there where my body started to get into 5th and 6th and 7th gear into the playoffs, and then it was just complete shutdown. So I'm kind of just getting my body back up. The three preseason games helped. While I played in 2 of them, I was able to train yesterday before the game. And then these eight regular season games that we have here will also help on getting my body where I need to get it to going into the playoffs. So I'll be very smart listening to my body.
"Everything is different and you have to be able to adjust to it," James said after Lakers practice Tuesday. "I don't know as far as if it will feel like a home game at Staples Center. It won't have that feeling. Because our fans just give us so much energy, our fans give us so much support, and we want to try to give that back to them on the floor. Without fan noise, one thing has become very clear: James is extremely vocal on the defensive end. During the team's 3 scrimmages, his voice boomed above the sound of squeaking sneakers as he called out coverages and led his team." James credited Mike Brown for inspiring him to be so active and loud on the defensive end. During the hiatus, James said on the Road Trippin' podcast that an extended break was not beneficial for him, adding, "It's actually the opposite for me because my body, when we stopped playing, was asking me, 'What the hell are you doing?'"
Our coaching staff and our training staff have always been smart and want to have open dialogue with me as well, so I pay attention to that. Understanding that it's still a marathon with these next 8 games, and then we get to the sprint once the playoffs start. So I have to be very real with myself, be very real with our coaching staff, and real with the training staff if I have anything that's going on from a physical standpoint. But I've done a good job of trying to just keep myself in the best possible shape during the quarantine at home, and just to prevent anything, if anything was to happen. I'm down here in Orlando.
James acknowledged Tuesday that playing in a full-speed real game Thursday after 4 months off will be a tricky transition. James was having an MVP-caliber season before NBA was paused March 11th because of the COVID-19 pandemic, averaging a league-leading 10.6 assists, 25.7 points and 7.9 rebounds a game for the Lakers. James added that he's going to be very honest and open with the Lakers about how his body feels over the next few weeks. James, who has been known to turn off his cell phone, stay away from social media and not watch any television with talking heads during the playoffs, said he won't have that luxury this time around. Now, his phone is his only connection to his family. NBA players' families won't be able to join them in the bubble until after the first round of the playoffs, meaning James will be apart from his family for nearly 2 months. James said this will be the longest stretch he's ever gone without seeing them. Before this, he went about 30 days without them during the Olympic Games. James acknowledged that this separation is tough. James added there's a definite hole in his life, but he's at least grateful that he's able to have video chats with his loved ones every day. You have that miss factor. When you miss your family, you miss your kids and things of that nature, he said. But I thank Steve Jobs a lot and the team at Apple for having FaceTime, because that is a beautiful thing to have, especially during a time like this. Thanks for watching. Drop a like. Leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. See you on my next video.